but both teams had very strong black leadership. And the message that was preached all year internally was, it's okay. We can overcome this. We can all pull together, and we know what he is and what he is and what he isn't.
Right.
But we have to rise above that because our common goal, the only common goal we have, is to win a championship. And the two teams that I know of rose above.
Right.
Now, there was one key difference. Those issues were not made public until after the season was over.
Correct.
They didn't come out on the fly in the moment. This is in the moment.
Right.
Those teams did not have social media.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Right.
It's changed the world, just as we are in a world-changing moment right now.
Right.
In large part, it has to do with social media as the driving force of possible change,
and
right?
Skip, and I think you'll agree with me on this. Had we not been in the moment in which we're in, and Drew said what he said, I don't think he would have gotten the blowback that he got. Because guys have said things similar to that.
Okay.
Said that's disrespectful of the flag, but it just so happened to be the moment that we're in.
Let's just say hypothetically, 3 months ago, Drew Brees just happened to be doing a Yahoo Finance interview, and this point came up, and there had been yet no George Floyd.
Correct.
Well, maybe it comes and it goes, and you just kind of shrug it off like,
I don't think he gets the blowback like he got.
Right? Okay. So now you have black players, many of them very involved in social media. So the difference now, and you can speak to this, is that now you have direct contact with black community followers who are going to call you out, or at least call upon you. Don't allow this to happen.
Right.
You must stand up and say no to Drew Brees, which obviously all of the star saints that did I miss anybody? I think Cam Jordan was a little bit 50-50.
He said he's going to hold out his comments until he actually talks to Drew.
But Kamara, Michael Thomas, who else? Manuel Sanders. And obviously Malcolm Jenkins. They were just boom, boom, boom. They condemned Drew Brees' comments. This is the face of the Saints, a beloved figure in the city of New Orleans, and it was just instantaneous. No, 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 no. I thought you were my friend, and now you're part of the problem, said Malcolm Jenkins. Okay, how deep does that wound run? That's what I don't know yet, because these are different times than before, where those black players going to come together when they actually hit training camp. Is it possible? I'm going to go to now, I'm going to do the other hypothetical clear to the other side. Is it possible they finally decide, we just can't play with this man? That's the time we're in right now. We have to take a stand we've never taken. We have to tell Sean Payton, we just can't abide this. He showed us who he really is, and we just are not comfortable playing football with him as our quarterback and our leader. Is that possible? Is that just too radical? Is that too extreme?
Well, Skip, I think the thing is that once they get around, and what's difficult for Drew, Skip, is that where we're at now, with this COVID still going on, he can't get out and get on the front lines to show that he's willing to put his actions to his apology. So it's going to take some time. But I believe because we're 3 months away, and because of the time, and because of who they have navigating the ship in Sean Payton, I don't believe it will get to that point, Skip. But I believe the locker room is fractured. And the thing is that what you mentioned yesterday, Skip, is that the Romanowski. Well, we had heard that
was your teammate in Denver, who spat on
J.J. Stokes.
J.J. Stokes on a Monday Night Football game.
Skip,
everybody saw it.
We had heard, I mean, from around, Skip, you know, you hear things in the league that he had maybe said something like this, or he had done something like that. But I mean, how do we verify it? He had never said that being a teammate of mine. He had never done anything like that being a teammate of mine. So I don't like to go by hearsay. I don't like to get things secondhand. And so when he did that, I was like, oh, everything that they said was true. And so when we had the team meeting, it was I can tell you, it was tense. It was tense. And you know who the tense guy is.
I do.
That's just who I am. And so, Skip, when after we had the meeting, and Romo and I got together again for another 20, 30 minutes, I just talked. I said, Romo, you need to understand.
Just so people get it, white player who spat on a black player, Jake.
Not just spit. Skip spit. Look, spitting it. Look.